Hello, my name is B17 and welcome back to B17, the Mighty 8. Last time, well, I won't say we had a good mission. In fact, I said we had a fairly poor mission last time, considering information was scattered like crazy before we barely even began, and we lost 3 bombers. So, yeah, definitely won't call that a fairly good mission. It was a fairly poor mission, to be honest. Now, let's plan the next one. Question becomes, where do we go for this one? We could. We're really crazy. We're really crazy. We could fly to Berlin. And you know what? Kregsmarine Headquarters, which we have a recon photo thing of. We'll adjust the course later. I think I want to come in from up north and then swing out through here. Secondary. Let's spread them out so that the weather, if a bad patch of weather is over Berlin, we don't get socked in. Go for the bomber factory at Halberstadt, or Haberstadt. And then the Brunswick bomb factory is the tertiary. Now then, get this moving up north. And then we'll move the decision point to the north. Put the decision point right there. That way we clear most of the flak fields around. The point coming in from this way. Rally point over here. Then we'll move it if we're going to a secondary. Do the same type of thing over here. We'll adjust it if we're going to do the tertiary, or that one. And then the Berlin one is fine for the moment. Let's drag this over here. And then we'll add in a waypoint here. Then we'll add in a waypoint here. Or can we not? We may not be able to. We can always do it in flight, I believe. Now, that's up at 30,000. That can come down. 26. Oh, 25. About 25. About 25 for all of them. I mean, there's so many things clustered so tightly together in Berlin. If we miss something, we're bound to hit something else. Just the way things are, there's so many targets bounded so close together that you're bound to hit something. There we go. Take off to the north. We'll go over the North Sea here. That we were avoiding all these fighters and all these flak fields we were going to have to go through otherwise. And then we'll penetrate up here, up near, well past Wilhelmshaven, right by the Kaiser Wilhelm Canal. It actually comes out. That's Kiel, so the canal runs here. So actually, we'll be flying over, if it was actually mapped in the game, the Wilhelmshaven side of the canal entrance. And then we'll decide here. Yeah, we'll decide there. That way we have a fairly clear run through for Flak up until Berlin. And then we'll go from there. As for reconnaissance, let's get the Bergen airfield. Let's get the Bergen Airfield reconned. There's an oil production facility there. We'll get a recon on. And there's a aero engine factory down here, which is a critical target. So we'll recon that. That's that done. Now ordnance. Semi-armor piercing 1000 and anti-personnel cluster 500. That seems okay. So aircraft 2 is going to go up. Everybody's A status now. Repairs have been made. Let's go with Buccaneer Master leading as is normal, followed by Valhalla, Elysium, Bomb Buggy, Spirit of Billy Mitchell, and Storm Valkyrie. So a couple of the new bombers are going out today, which, to be honest, it's quite the first mission. Going to Berlin, quite the first mission. Oh, briefing room. That's view reconnaissance film. Lots of buildings, because it's Berlin. Alright, it's like a tiny, tiny little structure. That's a tiny, tiny target. Oh, so it might have a flak tower beside it. Possible. Or that could be like 3 or 4 targets all grouped together. Alright, mission briefing. Kregsmarine Headquarters in Berlin. The bomber and bomb factory. Yep. 1,578 miles to farthest target. 2 squadrons of P-47s. High, low priority, but, you know, I want to do it. Alright. Stay target. Bomber factory, high, moderate, high. No damage. Very high at the bomb factory. Alright, let's sign it. And I will, as is normal. I'll break things off here, and I'll bring you back once we encounter the enemy. So I will see you then.
Start engines.
Alright, welcome back. As you can maybe make out, we have contact inbound. The Luftwaffe has sent out its first opposition to our flight. It's a flight of enemy fighters, considering they've all just broken. They're at a much lower altitude, so we can track them with the ball gunner. Here they come. Oh, there goes a B17. Maybe a hit, maybe a kill. Somebody's smoking. Yeah, I'm tracking them. Don't think it was a bomber lost though, because they didn't say take out those fighters, boys. I'm tracking them. Hopefully nobody else comes along. Don't see anybody else. Yep, that's the B-17 climbing back up there, I think. So I think he managed to survive, which is nice. Whoever had that smoky engine fixed it. Navigator as normal is lost. That is standard operating procedure for navigators, to be always lost. Where's our escorts gone? That's my question. Oh, he's going to be just below. He's going to be just below. There he is. He's going down. Oh, apparently there's another group, or was that the first identification? Has some hits in there. Oh. Oh, he tipped. Oh, that was a 109 passing in front of us. And there he goes there. How are we doing crew-wise in here? Everybody's okay? Tail gunner's scared, but other than that, we're all okay. Let's make a quick hop and check. Oh, let's see how they do. Oh, he's climbing out. That's the one that we were shooting at just then. Next up, B Valhalla. Everybody on board her is still okay. She hasn't got a fuel leak or anything. She's a-okay. And then this will be Elysium. Everybody here is okay. No fuel leaks. No damage yet. So she should be okay. And Bombshell Bookie. He's okay. And then Billy Mitchell's Memory, I believe. He's all okay. A couple hits in the tail section, but everybody's okay. And then Storm Valkyrie. She got a couple of hits to her right elevator and structure there. Everybody's okay there. I thought for a moment there that the co-pilot was out, but nope, he's just checking something. No, he did not. And there goes another one. Let's jump back to flight lead. Actually, it looks like Storm Valkyrie's also got a little bit of damage to the right wing. Let's jump back here. Again. Up here. Oh, somebody got a kill somewhere on something. Is that a B17 or is that a fighter? I think that's a B17. There's a fire on board? Okay, that's good that it's out. Yep, that's a B17 coming back into formation. That must be the one that got knocked. Alright, there's a turn coming up. This might be the decision point. Yeah, this will be the decision point. So... is the radio operator still actually in his seat? Where's the radio operator? Radio operator... oh, radio operator... Where no, radio operator, come back. You. You need to go back. No, you need, nope, miss it. You need to go back to the radio operator station. This formation makes this turn preemptively. We'll see in a moment if we're going to keep this turn going or not. Once the radio operator is back where he's supposed to be. So we just gotta wait for him here. But it doesn't look like there's actually any more fighters around the formation. Well, good, friendly or enemy fighters, so that's at least good. We're not being assaulted by fight. No, never mind, that's a fighter going there. Though it could be a jug, can't tell at this angle. Right, weather.
Weather at primary target is believed to be fair with 5 clouds at approximately 8,000
Okay.
feet.
Secondary.
Weather at secondary
Cloudy,
target is
okay.
believed to be cloudy with
So
6
primary's
clouds
looking good.
approximately 8,000
Because it's
feet.
only fair with 5 tenths. Tertiary.
Weather at tertiary target is believed to be fair with 3 clouds at approximately 8,000 feet.
We're gonna stay on target for the primary. Because, well, it's fair with 5 tenths, so we should be able to bomb in that. Maybe a little bit rough, but bombable. And it appears that the attacks on the formation have ceased for the moment. Although I'm not seeing our escort anywhere either. So I will break things off here, and I'll bring you back when something else occurs. So I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back. We have found the first of our flak fields, so we have drifted a little bit off our course, so we took the decision point a little bit too late. Possibly even too early. So now we're having to go through this flak field, and the tail gunner has been fixed. Because, oh yeah, he took a shot, or a flak burst, basically right there at some point, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was wounded. But so far, the formation has not had any major strikes headed. We're all still together, we're all still going. Number 2 down there has got some damage around the cockpit. Hopefully the cockpit bombardier will stay alive, in case he needs to take over his lead. Well, he's also peppered with holes now. Flak is starting to get to him. As is all of us, because this is a fairly heavy flak field. Oh. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Are you gonna stay with us? No, she's staying with us. But she just took a big old wallop from a flak burst that almost detonated inside her. Wouldn't be surprised if we have to do a medic or a rush patch-up job for these guys on the way out, in fact. Oh, and there's fighters incoming dead ahead. So that would be more fun. Although that will possibly stop the flak. In fact, I think we may have just exited the flak field. One bomber's taking a massive wallop. She may... Never mind. Although once they get into range, they will exit the... Ooh, okay. That was a close hit. Or close miss. Okay, flight lead is now damaged. She's holding. She's holding. But let's go bombardier. U. Manual. Formation change. Let's try and duck under this flak field, or shake it off a little bit. Unless this is the end of the flak field. This could be the end of the flak field. I think it's the end of the flak field, or just a case that those fighters have gotten close enough that the flak has stopped firing in order not to shoot them down. Where have they gone? There they are, coming in from dead ahead. Those are fuckawolves. Yeah, and there's the flak again. I don't see him now. I've lost him doing that camera change. There they are. Looks like the jugs have engaged. Something blew up. Don't know what. Oh, I think those might be drop tanks from the flock of wolves. Or from the jugs. Maybe they were fighting with drop tanks all along. Who knows? The flak has stopped firing again, which either means they're close. They're just barely close enough. Or there's another group. There. That was some good hits there. She's wobbling. So hopefully she'll stay. Oop, we got more incoming there. 10 o'clock high. Which way is you gonna do? You gonna roll up or down? Up. There's another Focke-Wulf behind it as well. Something was smoking. That could have been a jug or a Focke-Wulf. I'm not certain. They're circling back around again. There's the flak field again. Yep, I can't shoot him. He's too low. And he's gone out of the field of view of this gun. I'm gonna save ammunition. Look at tons. Navigator is of course lost. He's always lost. It is the natural state of navigators. They always let me know where they're going, but not guaranteed. That was a shot there. There he is. There was some hits there. There you go, he's going down. Wasted a couple of rounds. You're gonna run out of ammunition soon. You got 700 rounds left. It's not a massive amount, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, more she's not gonna be able to stay with us. Something just blew up. Don't know what that was. You're okay. Let's do a quick rundown of the bombers. The Valhalla, she's all okay. Not leaking any gas either, which is good, because it's a long trip. Although I suspect that the this engine here, number 3, might encounter problems later on. Lithium. Everybody's okay here. But again, I suspect that in this case the number 2 engine might encounter problems because there's holes in its cowling. And then Bombshell Boogie. She's flying with a list. Looks like number 4 might be spinning slightly slower. Yeah, 4 is spinning slower. Number 4 is damaged, but she can keep up for the moment. Yeah, because it took damage in there. And then Spirited Billy Mitchell, looks like she's okay. Yeah, everybody in here's okay. Oh, and there's a contact coming in from behind, and she's done for. Okay, this is Storm Valkyrie. Right. Somehow you're all okay. From a basically direct impact to the cockpit. And good job, you guys. Good job for staying alive. But hopefully she'll be able to keep up, actually. How are your engines doing? Because it looks like one of them's running slightly slow. No, they're all running fine. Which is good. So, your engines are fine for the moment, although... Again, I'm worried about number 2. Because you can see like an engine model beneath most of the cowling there. I suspect number 2 might encounter problems later on. And that's a jug. Is that the only jug? That might be the only jug left of our original escort group. Let's also check Leeds engines as well. They all look fine, although we do have to, as is quite obvious, keep a fairly hard right turn going in order to keep her up, which is not the best. Took a little bit of damage, both wings. Maybe had a little bit of flap blown off. There's a hole, so I'm surprised that the ball turret gunner doesn't have a hole in them. Just with all the holes plotted directly around the ball turret. But in lieu of anything else happening, we should be clear of that flak field. Yeah, we must have. Yeah, we wandered up near Munster, I believe. Or Neumeister? I think Neumeister, and maybe we also clipped a flak field around Hamburg. This is Hamburg, right? Yeah, the name didn't want to load in. We also might have clipped the flak field around Hamburg. But I will break things off here, and I'll bring you back when something else happens. Such as more flak or more enemy fighters. So I will see you then. Well, we didn't have to wait very long for the Luftwaffe to send us some more. In fact, it's only been about a minute for me, even with a little bit of time acceleration. Those look like fuck wolves. Not fuck wolves, 109s. No, there's no bandit sign level. You're just being slow for catch up. Though this time we don't have to worry about a flak field as well, so that is nice. You have no authority. You have authority. Just to do the angle we're flying at. But yes, this has been next contact since I broke you off. You still have tons of ammunition. Got 1,750. Get tons. At least for the moment. There's only 2 jugs left though. Out of our original 4. And once again they're tangling with the enemy. At least I should hope they are. Because we are a little bit vulnerable if they aren't. Considering some of us are damaged. Oh, there they are there. They're coming in from the side. Here. One up there. One coming here. Yeah, here he comes. And we've already moved out of gun authority. That should be a 109 down. It's another 109. That's fits into them there. I didn't see that bandit at 5. Oh, there's another 109. And something's going down smoking. That could be a jug. That 109 is doing something. Not sure what he's doing. Don't see anything else. He might be going in for another run. Or he could be going down. Yeah, he's going down. Now, to find where they went. From this place, play Spot the Dots. Or the tracers coming for your face. Both work. Navigator is lost, as is always, and the norm. There he is there. Spin it around. There he is. That's him going out there. And then that's either a jug or a 109. Can't tell. I think it's a 109. Pacing in formation to get around in front again. But we're getting closer to Berlin. Slowly but surely. Yeah, that's I think a jug. Or 109. Or both. Could be both. Could be either or. Alright, he's coming back around. Alright, they're both coming back around. Alright, so that was a jug following a 109. Maybe got some hits there. Jug is diving on something. Jug diving on 109. Yep, there he is. Gonna lose authority. Here he comes. Yep, here he comes. Wait for him to clear the tail. There he goes. That should be him down. And then I think there's one more 109 by my count. We splashed 2, 1 smoking, the 1 left. You must have got tipped by someone, because you're coming back in. There was something flying around to the front that I've lost. There it is there. Could be a jug, could be a 109. It's coming in though. I'm betting it's a 109. And then 5. And he's out again. We may be out of jugs. We may not have an escort anymore, which could be fun. Or not fun. Depends on how many more fighters get thrown at us. Nope, there's a jug left, I think. Or it's just 2 109s splitting their attacks. One going up high, one going down low. I don't see where the low guy went. That could have been our jug going down, or it could be the 109 going down, or both. And there's the high guy. He's way up there. Let's keep a track of him, because I think that's our 109. And not the jug. Of course, the 109 could be coming up from below. But if he dives back in towards us, that'll be the 109. If not, that could be our jug resuming an escort position. Watch him. Yeah, it looks like he's coming in. Maybe? He's turning around, his model's coming into view. Yep. Got a tip in there, I think. Yep, there's our jug. Doing its best. I think it's alone now. So, it's got quite the workload built up. Considering it's alone. Let's do a quick check here. Everybody here is A-okay. Number 2. Valhalla. Everybody in here is still okay. We got some holes. I think you got some slowed down engines. Nope, they're all okay for the moment. And then this will be Elysium. Somebody's moving somewhere. Not sure where. And then this will be Bombshell Buggy. Alright, we've lost a waist gunner on Bombshell Buggy. And you need to go heal the ball turret gunner, I think. Maybe the ball turret gunner died, and the waist gunner is... no. I think it's a problem of that the wounded guy is positioned in such a way that they can actually get to him. Yeah, they're just turning around, so the wounded guy is probably going to die as well, since they're refusing to heal him, so that's 2 gunners down. Yeah, that's the ball turret gunner. Ball turret gunner is dead, and it's in the way. Because the ball turret isn't spinning around.
Why won't you guys help me?
It normally just spins around.
Let me die.
I'm telling them to help you, buddy, but they won't help you because the ball turret gunner is in the way. Yeah. He's not going to help because the AI is refusing to help him. And then this will be Spirit Billy Mitchell. Let's check in on you. Everybody in here is okay. And surprisingly, she's actually basically unscathed. And then of course we have Storm Valkyrie, who is far from being unscathed. But it appears that we've once again shaken off the little flaffa and are still good to go. If I didn't know any better, I would say that Storm Valkyrie is very, very slowly falling back. Or she's lost a bit of ground. You may have lost a little bit of ground, because I think she was farther forward beforehand. I'll have to keep an eye on her. I don't see my escort anywhere either. I don't see any planes, so we could be without an escort. But I will break things off here, and I'll bring you back once we encounter the enemy. So I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back. Right over there should be Berlin. And we're slightly to the south of it, so we're actually at Flak field we equipped was actually part of the Hamburg Flak field, which explains why it was so vicious. We've had experience with Hamburg in the past, and generally it's ended very poorly, so we actually were fairly lucky to get off of what we got off with, rather. So we should be making a turn to the north in a second, hopefully. And I can kind of force the issue by adjusting where we... Actually, I had to swing it all the way down here. And that'd be very awkward. Hopefully, I'll just hope that the bombardier will actually find the target, and then we'll swing around to the north. This will be the Berlin proper flak field. Actually, we could be all the way down here. It's possible. No, I don't think so. I think we're too far to the north for that. This, I think, is Berlin. So hopefully this flak field doesn't do too much. We should be moving in for the bomb run momentarily. We're about to hit the point for the bomb run. But actually, so far, no damage. It's actually fairly light flak compared to where we just were. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Will we turn left and go in for the run? Is the moment of truth. Ooh, she just took a hit. Alright. Bomb run. Please tell me we're on the bomb run. Alright, we're on the bomb run. Doors have opened. So far it looks like all the bombers have their doors open. It's all of ours. Sharpest turn, so they're gonna wander a little bit. At least some of the damaged one. Oh boy, there's about to be a tap. Maybe? We're about to hit Berlin. How do you not know where we are? Actually, no taps. Good job, guys. I was expecting worse of you. Glad to see you didn't, that you managed to exceed my expectations. That is a very welcome surprise. She may be able to catch up, but she's badly out of formation due to her wide drift during that turn. Alright, and here is the proper Berlin flak field. This looks to be much thicker. Alright, Bombardier is adjusting the course. Let's see how this goes. So far, nobody's been hit yet that I can tell. Oh, nope. We just lost one. She's pulling back. She's going down. That'd be her here. This would be Valhalla. Alright, they're heading home. We'll see if they manage to make it or not. Oh, they took a basically direct hit. And that's a spiral. Nope. I'm not going to be able to pull out of that. Alright, lads, get out. There's a fire on board as well. Yeah, no, you're not getting out from that. So hopefully they'll make it. But that's one less bomber. Which is less than good. And right as we're going in, there's a cloud. Of course there's a cloud. He could have it. He could not. I'll just let him be. That is one bomber down. It is unfortunate, but actually I'm kind of surprised we're making the Berlin run and we've only lost one. That's actually a welcome surprise to me. And our wayward bomber has returned, which is also fairly nice. And the bomb bays have deployed fully, so that is good. So I'm suspecting this is only going to get heavier the closer we get to Berlin, because this is actually, compared to Hamburg, it's actually kind of light. Hamburg was worse. I suspect we're only at the outskirts of the flak field. And the true flak field is just ahead. No, let's take a quick check in here. He's got some buildings targeted. Again, actually, that looks like the square that we're targeting for. There's a castle. Alright. A castle. That was a shock. Somebody was scared. Not sure who. But so far, still a little bit out. Yeah, there's a couple of commercial yards and all that around there. That's not our target. Our target is further in. Hopefully nobody else gets hit, but so far it looks fairly good. But I think we've been peppered a little bit more. Yeah, we've got holes in our elevators, holes in our rudder, holes all around. But so far nobody else has bitten it, which is nice. Oh, somebody's now developed a tooling which is stopped immediately, which is either good or very bad. Either a very bad or a very good sign. Yeah, he's got it locked dead on right now. Alright. I'll leave him be. Another cloud rolling in, which is unfortunate. Oh, we just took a close hit, I believe. Yep, that was a close hit to the underside of our tail. A scare. Alright, I think the flak field is starting to pick up a little bit. But I think it's still less than the Hamburg one. Of course, we can't try and dupe this flak field just yet because we are on the bomb run. So we can't really be changing altitude. And for the moment, silence. Another bomber with a gas leak, it looks like. Although she'll lose weight once we drop, so she may be able to make it. For the moment, silence. Yeah, this low cloud is getting in the way. Making it difficult to see it. If it even is right there. He could be targeting an empty field. I think it's further down. Right about there. Are we targeting the wrong place? Well, that looks like it. That definitely looks like it. Yep, that's the right place. So somewhere in that cluster of buildings is the Kregsmarine Headquarters. Alright, that's actually going to go a little bit wild. Oh boy. There's also no flak. Surprising. This is the Kregsmarine Headquarters, apparently. Anything, I'd say that's the Kregsmarine Headquarters, and these are just warehouses. And there is what is supposed to be a flak tower. Right there, what might become a flak tower. Let's see, where are the bombers? Or shadow the bombers. Oh, they fell well short. Actually, no. Some of them hit, but they still definitely fell short. So that was unfortunate, but we did get some damage in. And apparently we got tipped. Oh yeah, we took in another hit because now this is darkened. But we're still with the formation, so this is good. Her rudder is badly damaged. Let's check and see. Is anybody hurt inside? Nope. And actually, that reminds me. Navigator. Our course is about to take a very sharp turn. Let's adjust that.
Navigator, new heading is 090. Repeat, 090.
Go.
Okay.
A little bit of a shallower course. And then we'll just cut out this way. We might encounter this flak field, but I'll make a beeline for home. Again, some wandering bombers because of this turn. But it's better than it could have been. Definitely better than it could have been. We've taken 2 close strikes. Oh, yep, couple bombers tipped. They both should recover and come back. And of course now the engines are working a little bit less because we don't have as many bomb load on board, so that's nice. Ooh, don't tip. Ooh, okay, they tipped. But it looks like they're gonna pull out, which is good as normal. Yep, everybody's coming back in after the tipping. Navigator is, as always, completely and hopelessly lost. That is the eternal curse of the Navigator. Always be lost. But I'm surprised that there is no flak right now, unless they're reloading. They could be reloading. But we're directly over Berlin. That is a very light flak field to be directly over Berlin. Then again, maybe they didn't expect us to hit Berlin just yet. Wanted us to focus over there. Yeah, so we're flying out. And then we'll be out of the flak field area very shortly. And then hopefully we shouldn't encounter anything else on our way back home. But because there is nothing going on right now, I will break things off here. And I'll bring you back when we encounter something else. So I will see you then. Alright, welcome back. We have encountered what may be the last German defense against our incursion into Berlin. Our last German resistance, considering there's been no fighters spotted, and this should be the only flak field we will encounter on the way out. If our navigation is right, which our navigation looks to be not right. So our navigation right now looks to be hitting us. Actually, if we're directly where we think we are, we will head just past the Hamburg flak field. If we are not exactly where we think we are, we will impact the Hamburg flak field, and then more pain will happen, like that. That's the third flak burst to go off beside our aircraft. Yeah, somehow we're still going. And also somehow... Where is she? There she is, the spirit of Billy Mitchell. She is somehow practically unscathed compared to the rest of the formation from this encounter. I'm not sure how or what her crew paid to whoever, but she's managed to make it through basically scot-free. Well, the rest of the formation has been very badly damaged and also decimated crew-wise. And there's a fire now in the waist. Because of course there's a fire in the waist. Why would there not be a fire in the waist? Am I putting out that fire? Yeah, put out that fire, please. Alright, there you go, fire's out. And it appears that the flak field has had its way with us. Although, I get the feeling that our navigation may be very slightly off. Because to me,
Pilot and navigator. I really don't know where we are.
that looks like we're gonna fly basically directly over Hamburg. To me. So I suspect that we're gonna get a touch of Hamburg's flak field. But I'll break things off here, and I'll bring you back when we encounter something else. So I'll see you then. Well, what do you know? Hello again, Hamburg. Yeah, don't mind us, we're just trying to pass through. But yes, we have in fact encountered Hamburg's flak field once again. So here's hoping that our badly damaged bombers don't take another hit, because some of them can't take another hit. And the navigator is, as always, lost. That is, of course, the natural state of all navigators. They always are just guessing at where they are and where they're going. But actually, so far, it's good. And actually, we can go here. Let's try and duck a little bit underneath this flak field. This will give any bombers with damaged engines an easier time. Of course, it's going to take time for this order to enact, so we're still going to be in the flak field for a little bit. Plus, of course, the flak field will then adjust in an attempt to continue hitting us. But, oh yeah, we're going to fly basically right over Hamburg. Great. Great. Great job, Navigator. Great job. This is exactly what these damaged bombers needed. A trip over Hamburg. That's exactly what we ordered. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. But it appears to be working. Oh, she's got either fuel or engine damage. That would be Storm Valkyrie. Yeah, it looks like either a fuel leak or engine damage. Spirit of Golden Mitchell took a little bit more flak there. Nothing escapes Hamburg's flak field unscathed. It appears to be fine now. Let's take a look here. All our engines are running normally. She's a little bit lower on fuel number 4, but again, I think it's a I think the fuel tank's self-sealed. I think she's fine. And the flak field is attempting to adjust still and continuing to try and hit us. I suspect these bombers that have gone up, except for maybe the exception of the Spirit of Golden Mitchell, are going to be out for a little bit with damage, if they make it back at all, because Storm Valkyrie just took a big old dip in altitude. Because they are very badly damaged. If anything, I think we took another close flak burst to the top. Oh no, that's just the top windows. Just for some reason, there's windows right here. I think there used to be a gunner position right there on the earlier models of the 17, which got removed, but they kept the windows. I'm not sure. Yeah, we are full of holes. I would really be surprised if we managed to make it, considering how many large holes are in this airframe. But then again, they don't call it the Flying Fortress for nothing sometimes. Although for sometimes it's just a single tap on an engine and she goes down. But this time it appears that she's going to live up to her name. At least this one might. Her and the rest of the squadron combined. Because they are all badly damaged. Let's take another drop. Manual mode. Try and duck this flak field again. Again, trying to keep our most damaged bombers, which are the lowest ones, out of the flak. And let the less damaged bombers take the hits. Or lack of hits, possibly. In fact, I think this is the exact course we flew over on our way in, because there's corpses on the ground of fighters and our bombers. And I think the flak field has finally been spent for the moment, or they're just reloading. or we're in some weird transition period. Yeah, we are badly hurt here. Luckily, nobody's wounded for the moment. Yeah, that's her. Back in here, this will be Elysium. Alright, you go and heal you. We have lost Ivan Kregsmarine on Elysium. And that would be the pilot injured. We'll heal him. We've lost 3 there, including the tail gunner. We only actually got 1 waist gunner left. On Bombshell Boogie, I believe it is. Spirit of Billy Mitchell. Alright, somebody's wounded up here. And then finally we have Storm Valkyrie, who is got more damaged people, more wounded. So keep that up. Go and heal. Because you're not flight lead, and you're well down the chain to be flight lead. If you become flight lead, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong with the rest of the formation. But it appears that Hamburg has finally let us go. And after Hamburg, there should be nothing. So, unless we're horribly off in navigation, I'll put things off here, and I'll see you back in the debriefing. I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back. We managed to make it back to debriefing without anything else happening. No further bombers were lost, however, I did have to play catchy with the injured sometimes. In fact, there was one case where one of them was down to like 3 guys not injured, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of wounded and a lot of dead. So, on that distance, 1 bomber lost or missing. We're going to Berlin. I'd say that's a fairly good loss ratio. For 11 fighters shot down, yeah, that's a fairly darn good loss ratio. Bomb estimate damage high and good. So now all the wounds: light, fatal, severe, medium, fatal, light, severe. Light, fatal, light, medium, fatal, severe, severe, light, light, severe, severe, light, severe, severe, flesh, light, fatal, fatal. Oh, that's all the wounds. And then we can see where we dropped. So, Purple Heart, Purple Heart, Heart. Russell got a Medal of Honor. Good job to Russell. Mercer got the Soldier's Medal. McBurry got Purple Heart Posthumous. Glassboro, Purple Heart Posthumous. Purple Heart Posthumous for Tekmashki. Igmai got a Purple Heart. Compton, Purple Heart Posthumous. Stevens, Purple Heart. Bunzo, Purple Heart Posthumous. Smuck, Purple Heart Posthumous. Sharon, Purple Heart Posthumous. Purple Heart, Purple Heart. For Cossack M. Monteverdi. Continuity got a Soldier's Medal. Lamborn and Freiburg rather, got Purple Hearts. And Goldfarb got a Soldier's Medal. And then Valhalla bailed out over enemy territory. 9 POW. Casey, Cottonborough, Vasily, Haggerty, Campton, Sicilian, Battles, Vollmer, and Elio. And McBurney was killed in action. So all in all, that could have gone better. It also could have gone much, much worse. So, Buccaneer Master. Yeah, here she is in all of her hold glory. She's still rated as A status. Somehow. Left wing service. Okay, for time and parts. Let's make sure it's done. More holes on a piece of Swiss cheese. Yeah, I know. Get ragged. Hardly worth bothering with. Pretty big holes in this. Get it done. Holes on a piece of Swiss cheese. Worth bothering with. More holes. Yep, get that done. Not enough time left to do the job. Alright. So there's some stuff that's not going to be done on her, just due to the fact that at a time. And All Americans are new one. We're getting new bombers. That's nice. Then Elysium. Let's take a look at you. Your A status. Nothing serious here. Serious. Hardly worth bothering with. Big holes. Let's make sure that's done. Make sure that's done. Make sure that's done. And make sure that's done. And sign that out. Next time is going to be a much easier mission. Bomb Boogie. It wasn't Bombshell Boogie, it was Bomb Boogie. Right, flap damage, still A status. Okay for time and parts. I'm gonna let that go. More holes. Holes. A lot of hardware worth bothering with. Nothing serious. Bit ragged. I'll leave if it's a bit ragged in this case because we're running low on parts, because there's a lot of damage. I'll let it be. Alright. So Spirited Billy Mitchell. See, she's been barely damaged on this fight. Hardly worth. Hardly worth. I bet it's all just hardly worths. Nothing serious. Serious. Tape a hole it. Hardly worth bothering. Just a few pinholes. So nothing there. And then finally, Storm Valkyrie. No essential repairs. The bit ragged, which is still airworthy. Bit ragged. Nothing serious. Or holes, a piece of Swiss cheese. Ragged. Nothing serious. Serious. This mission has badly drained our parts supply. We're down to 29 parts. So some tasks are not going to be done on these bombers because the urgent ones will get priority and the routine ones will have to fight it out over who gets what. So let's check our in tray. All this. All the citations. I want to check our orders. Unless I've already skipped past it. Wounded, or extra POW, and the deaths. I've already skipped past the. Alright, I guess I don't get to see that then. But that was an interesting mission. Could have gone better. Could have also gone much worse, considering we flew over Hamburg twice, and actually Hamburg has worse flak than Berlin, which is interesting. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.